God said to Hosea, "Go marry a woman who will be unfaithful, not as punishment, as a sermon. Because that is what I feel every time my people turn away, every single time." And Hosea went, and Gomer left, and God said, "Go bring her back, buy her back, love her back. I will betroth you to me forever. I will betroth you to me in righteousness and justice, in love and compassion. I will betroth you to me in faithfulness, and you will know the Lord." That is not a law. That is a love story.
Return to me, that is all I've ever asked. Return, I have not moved, I have not turned my face. I am waiting, I am always waiting. Come back to me.
But Jonah ran the other way. God said, "Go to Nineveh." Jonah said no. Bought a ticket to Tarshish, the furthest place he could find from where God was pointing. You cannot outrun the God who made the sea. The storm came, the sailors prayed, and Jonah said, "Throw me in, this is my fault." 3 days, 3 nights in the belly of the deep, and Jonah prayed. Salvation belongs to the Lord, even from the bottom of the ocean. Even there, God appointed the fish, appointed the storm, appointed the plant and the worm and the scorching east wind to teach one reluctant prophet what mercy means. Jonah preached 8 words, 40 days, and Nineveh will be overthrown. That's it, that's all. Shortest sermon ever known. And the whole city repented, from the king to the least. They fasted, they prayed, they turned from the beast of their own violence, and God relented. And Jonah was furious because he always knew that God would do exactly this. You are gracious and compassionate, slow to anger, abounding in love, and you relent from sending disaster. And Jonah hated that, because mercy for your enemy is the hardest theology. And God said, "You cared about a plant that grew in a night and died in a night. Should I not care about Nineveh? A city of 120,000 people who do not know their right hand from their left." The book of Jonah ends with a question, God's question, still unanswered, still waiting for us to answer it.
Return to me, that is all I've ever asked. Return, I have not moved, I have not turned my face. I am waiting, I am always waiting. Come back to me.
Micah walked through the ruins of what justice should have been and said, "What does the Lord require of you? To act justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God." 3 things, that's it. The whole law in 3 things. And Malachi, the last voice, the final prophet, before 400 years of silence, he looked at a people going through the motions, bringing their leftovers to God and wondering why heaven felt far away. And God said through him, "I have loved you." That was the first thing he said after everything. All the exile, all the failure, all the golden calves and broken covenants. I have loved you. "Behold, I will send my messenger to prepare the way before me. And the Lord whom you seek will suddenly come to his temple. He is coming," after the silence. "He is coming," and then nothing. 400 years, no prophet, no vision, no word, just the promise echoing off the walls of a people still waiting. "Behold, I will send you Elijah before the great and awesome day of the Lord comes."
And the people waited, and the years turned, and the silence was so long that some began to wonder if God had forgotten. But God does not forget, He never has. From Hosea's broken marriage to Jonah's fish to Malachi's last breath, the same God, the God who buys back the unfaithful, the God who chases the ones who run, the God who asks hard questions about mercy and compassion, and waits for us to catch up. 400 years of silence, but silence is not absence. He was always there, preparing the way. Turn to me. Oh, that is all I've ever asked. That is all I've ever asked. I have not moved, I have not turned my face. I am waiting. I have been waiting. Come back to me. And then, in the wilderness, a voice, not Elijah, but in the spirit of Elijah, crying, prepare the way of the Lord, make His paths straight. The silence was over. The story was not finished. It was only beginning. The Old Testament is complete. A promise is made, and somewhere, in a manger, in the city of David, God kept His word. He always does.